Hello all YouTubers, I am the Weather Dude. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for tuning back into this weather presentation for June 25th, 2020. Before I get on with today's video, however, I would ask that you please do subscribe because we're still getting some watch time from unsubscribed viewers. Thank you guys so much for 600 subscribers. We're getting close to our short-term goal of 700 subscribers, and please help me get to my long-term or somewhat long-term goal of 1,000 subscribers. So please do subscribe and ring the bell notifications so you don't miss my next video. Also, please do watch the whole video because it's a win-win. You know, you guys get the best weather content and I get watch time, which I really do need for my YouTube channel. So please also watch the whole video and also like and share this video. Thank you. Now let's get on with today's video. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing several potential tropical cyclones in the Eastern Pacific. It just doesn't stop, does it? Well, we had four disturbances to watch that has now turned into three. Okay, however, one of them has now formed into Tropical Depression 3E with sustained winds of 35 miles an hour and 1,007 millibars of pressure moving west at 9 miles per hour. Alright, we used to have another disturbance sitting right about here that has since dissipated. Alright. However, we do have another system here with a high chance of development, 60% chance, which is medium by the National Hurricane Center, but still a good chance. There are showers and storms associated with this broad area of low pressure. It is disorganized, but environmental conditions are conducive for some development. And this one right here is Invest 92E. The one closer to the coast right here is Invest 94E, has a 30% chance of development. All right, and another area of low pressure will form south of the Gulf of Tehuantepec. I never actually said that before. This weekend and early next week, there could be some gradual development as it moves west and northwestward through just south of the Mexican coastline. Again, it does have a 30% chance of development. First system we're focusing on here is Tropical Depression 3E, which is this system right here. Alright, so this is currently a tropical depression, again, with sustained winds of 35 miles per hour. It will be moving. Hopefully you guys can see my mouse. Alright, it is moving northwestward and then going to be bending westward and eventually southwestward. Alright, and what makes that southwest turn, a lot of times in the Pacific when tropical systems do this, they tend to lose a lot of their strength. And this will potentially form into a weak tropical system here by Friday, or overnight tonight into Friday morning possibly. But then it'll be bending westward, then eventually turning back into a tropical depression, and then eventually a post-tropical depression, pretty much weakening out. So it does have currently maximum sustained winds of 30 knots, which is 35 miles per hour. Wind gust going to 45 miles per hour. Again, 1,007 millibars of pressure here. Alright, let's take a look at the satellite loop of this. Alright. Why it clocks at the end, I do not know. Sometimes if I speed up, it helps. But here is Tropical Depression 3E right here. And as you can see, it is sustaining a little bit of a center. Alright, as you can see, let me just play the loops here. So you can see that we do have some banding features on the towards the top left of your screen here, top left of that loop. All right, we do also have some convection on the bottom left corner of that map there. So we are seeing some more convection blowing up. All right, so the storm is showing some gradual strengthening. The models over the next 5, 6 or so days does track it more far to the west. So you can see by my mouse here, you can see we're starting here and eventually tracking further westbound and even eventually turning southwestbound. Alright, and this should be staying south of Hawaii, although Hawaii could see, a few little big waves. Other than that, though, this system will be, for the most part, be remaining south of Hawaii, only producing some potential wind impacts and waves. Currently, this, again, 1,006 millibars of pressure. It could gain a little bit of strength over the next 24 hours right about here. Then eventually, as it makes its west and eventually southwest turn, you can see how the models really do weaken it, actually, to more of 1,010 millibars of pressure eventually as we head over the next few days. Here is GEPS. Alright, and you can see that the GEPS models as opposed to GEFS models do have this storm a little stronger. Some of the models do indicate we could drop to 1,000 to 1,005 millibars of pressure, which again, the lower the pressure, the stronger the winds in the storm. And this also does have a little bit slower moving of a system, so 10 days and maybe leaving Hawaii in 10 days, although Hawaii will, like I said, we'll be seeing minimal impacts from this unless this one little model over here is right and it takes it to the north and more of a north turn instead of a west turn. But other than that, this for the most part for now, this should be remaining pretty far south of Hawaii. All right, here's tropical depression 3E. All right, again, like the model intensity guidance, you can see a lot of models do make it a tropical storm briefly, and then I do agree with this, and it kind of slants off here, and it does kind of drop a little bit further to the south and east. Or I'm sorry, not southeast. I mean weakening. I kept thinking this was like a map. Sorry, this is the models do weaken it. Excuse me, as we head over the next couple of days. Next one we're watching here, we're gonna keep an eye on all three of these for you. Next disturbance is Invest 92E. It has a 60% chance of development. All right, if we look at it here, all right, again, sustained winds of 30 miles an hour does have the same pressure at 1,007 millibars. You look at this on the satellite, and I may have to refresh the satellite loop actually, and you can see that there's not much convection at all. I mean, there is a little bit of rotation, but there is some convection. But that's the problem we have with the system. I think that's why the chances drop from 70 to 60% because actually I think it probably used to be 80 and now it's dropped to 60. All right, because there's not much air, there's not much convection. It looks a little disorganized. We see a little bit of shear right there on the northern side of it. You can see my mouse here starting to blow those cloud tops off to the right a little bit. All right, but the main reason is because it's kind of lost its convection. All right, if we look at the current low position, there it is sitting at about 121.8 degrees west, just by rough estimate, and about 15.1 degrees north. Those are your coordinates. Over time, the models actually do drop the storm southwest. Why, I don't know, because by the National Hurricane Center, it's going to be tracking more to the northwest, but the models do indicate that we could be seeing a drop to the west and southwest over time here. And here's what the GEFS models track say. Again, this one's also going to be staying over water. I'd say the out of these three, the system that has the best chance to impact land will be Invest 94E. But this will be, pretty much sustaining its strength over time, not really strengthening much, not weakening much, as it heads to the southwest, according to the GEFS model. GEPS tracks, all right, again, pretty much keep it at a lot of those, you see those aqua colors, meaning 1,005 to 1,010 millibars of pressure. One model makes it 990 to 1,000 millibars, although that won't happen, most likely. But you do see that the storm won't be moving much, according to the GEPS model tracks, over the next few days. If you look at the Invest 92E model intensity guidance, you can see they kind of just weaken it from here. The models do weaken it from here. One model just strengthens it, but obviously, the models are acting a little crazy sometimes. As you can see by my mouse here, you can see that the models are starting to, really weaken the storm as we have in the next 3 days. All right, our next system here, the final system, is Invest 94E that has a 30% chance of development. Here's Invest 94E. Winds of 30 miles per hour. Pressure a tiny bit lower than the other two at 1,006 millibars. But this one does have some convection at least. All right, so let's take a look at Invest 94E here on the satellite loop. And you can see it does have a little bit of a center. All right, then again, it's an Invest, not a fully organized tropical cyclone. It's like on the left side of your screen, the right side of your screen. It's like two converging areas of moisture almost. But you can see on the right side of your screen that we do have some moisture. All right, so this storm is definitely moving. That I can't doubt. All right, and then there it is. There's the Mexican coastline right there. So a lot of convection is actually impacting the Mexican coastline as of now. All right, if we look at the storm location, sitting at about 103.5 degrees west and about 14.3 degrees north. And there's your low center, and there's the Mexican coastline just off to the north and northeast from there. Invest 94E, here is the model track guidance. Again, over the next 5-6 days, the models do agree very well. It will track to the northwest. What happens after 3 or 4 days, the models do disagree a little bit, as you can see here. Like some of the models do take it west, some take it a little bit farther north, closer to the Baja. We'll see. For now, probably some wind and wave impacts for the Baja. That's about it. Like the same kind of impacts that Tropical Depression 3 will do to Hawaii. All right, so kind of similar impacts there. Not much impacts for the Baja, but we could see a little bit of rain showers if the storm does get close enough. All right, GEFS tracks can have one little models taking off to the right. That's kind of dumb, but you never know. But again, the models do indicate that, and I think that the models are definitely taking this thing northwestbound. And again, like the other ones, none of these will be like rapidly striking the major hurricanes like some people are saying. All right, but this will be more of a gradually, very slow strengthening. All right, so like a few models do indicate 1,000 to 1,005 millibars of pressure, which means some slow but decent strengthening. However, as opposed to the GFS, the GEPS tracks do have more of a north turn at the end, and a few models do impact the Baja. All right, they do have this storm impacting the Baja, the peninsula there. Not only that, but the models do make this a lot stronger too. A lot of models say 990 to 1,000 millibars of pressure according to the GEPS model. And you can see that a few models do make this a tropical storm eventually, but most models keep it as a strong tropical depression, and that's what all these storms might turn out to be eventually. Alright, so if we look at the GEFS model, alright, zooming in on Tropical Depression 3, it's right on the left side of your screen here. Hopefully you guys can see my mouse on the left side. That they do kind of strengthen that storm, but it kind of loses a lot of its energy over the next couple of days. If you look at the Invest 92E, there it is sitting right about, oh no, I'm sorry, that's the other system that we used to have. Invest 92E is sitting right about here. Alright, and it will do some slow strengthening, and then here comes Invest 94E, right about there where that 1003 number is. 1,003 millibars of pressure, and it will eventually weaken as we head over time. If we look at the pressure, how strong do they really make these storms? Here's Tropical Depression 3E. There's a tropical storm potentially right there. Alright, there's a lot of L's in the map because this is full resolution, so I'll be able to depict the low pressures for you guys. Here's Invest 92E, and you can see not much of a tropical system. However, Invest 94E, maybe getting a little closer, but not quite tropical storm status either. So obviously the storm that has the best chance of development out of all these three would be Tropical Depression 3E, because it's already a tropical depression, it's way ahead of the other two as of now. 500 or 850 millibar geopotential heights. You can see that the cyclonic vorticity signature, does show that we could have a decent tropical cyclone, some strong cyclonic vorticity values off to the left side of your screen. Alright, and as we head through time, here comes eventually 92E, kind of fades out. There's 94E moving to the northwest. What happens after that's a little bit uncertain. And we could even have a tropical system close to Texas, one on the Mexican coastline. So some interesting developments there. The GEM model here, again, here's Tropical Depression 3E. Here's Invest 92E, which does make it a little bit stronger than Invest 94E is sitting right about to the southeast there. And we could even see some precipitation for the Baja and the Mexican coastline. It's going to be pretty close here. Alright, and the GEM model, let's take a look at the GEM model here. And you can see that here's your tropical storm right here. Tropical Depression 3 could even become a tropical storm. Here's Invest 92E, right there, going pretty close to the Baja according to the GEM model. Then eventually 94E will follow behind that. Finally, look at the cyclonic vorticity signature. Here's Tropical Depression 3E looking decently strong. Alright, there comes 92E, and 94E will be coming right behind that. So, thank you guys for watching today's video. Share this video with your friends. We got 3 potential tropical cyclones on our hands for the Pacific Ocean, so pretty interesting. I am the Weather Dude, signing off. Till next time, catch you guys next video.